So this video is all about yoga to build flexibility. So what you're going to need for this practice is a couple of yoga blocks. If you don't have yoga blocks, then you can use thick, stable books, for example, or something else of its kind that's going to be safe for you. And also a yoga strap. Now, if you don't have a yoga strap, you can also use a belt. So please feel free to be creative. So let's dive into this 20-minute practice, yoga to build flexibility. So we're going to get started in child's pose. Sit back onto your heels, open the knees if you wish to do so with your torso between your thighs. Bring your big toes together to touch and begin to extend your arms out in front of you with your palms face down on the mat or alongside your body. Rest your forehead on your mat and relax your neck and just breathe here. From here, let's move into wild child's pose. So begin to walk your hands to the right side of your body with your palms firmly pressed on the ground. Allow yourself to feel that stretch in the left side of your body. Now you can also place your right hand on top of your left if you wish to do so. When you're ready, walk your hands over to the left side of your body and repeat the same thing. Slowly make your way up onto all fours into a tabletop position with your knees hip width distance apart and your hands below your shoulders, neutral spine. We're going to move into a cat-cow flow. So drop your belly and lift your gaze upwards, cow pose. Start to round your spine and tuck the chin towards your chest, cat, and just continue to flow here at your own speed. So dropping the belly and rounding the spine. Come back up into a neutral position, tabletop, and we're going to move into a toe squat. So come to sit on your toes and you can rest your hands on your thighs or in a prayer position in front of your chest. So you're going to have your bum on your heels and your toes are going to be flexed underneath you. Now you might start to feel the burn in your toes, but we're not going to be here for much longer. So just continue to breathe here. We're on our feet a hell of a lot, so this is an opportunity to give your toes some love. Make your way from here into that tabletop position. So we're going to move into a crescent low lunge. So step your right foot between your hands at the front of your mat. Slide that left leg back until you can feel a stretch in the left hip and thigh. Keep the hands on either side of the foot. They can be on the ground, you can be up on your fingertips, or you can rest your hands on your blocks. Bring that right foot back into a tabletop position and bring your left foot between your hands. Slide that right leg back, and we're going to do the same thing on the left side. Come back up into a neutral position, tabletop, and we're going to move into a half split pose. So step your right foot between your hands and stay on your left knee. Now you might need to shift that left knee back slightly and release the top of your left foot to the ground. Now your hands can be in the ground, fingertips or blocks. Now what you're going to need to do here is flex your right foot, coming up onto your heel and extending your toes towards your face as you begin to straighten your right leg as much as you comfortably can. And just rock back and forth from your heel, back onto your foot, your heel, back onto your foot. So you're stretching out that right leg at different points. Come back into your tabletop position, and we're going to do the same thing on the left side. So step that left foot between your hands and repeat the pose, flowing at your own pace and in line with how your body wants to feel. Make your way back into a tabletop position. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. So your hands are on the inside of your right foot. Fingers are aligned with your toes. Now bend your right knee so it's over your ankle and your right toes are pointing out slightly to the right. Left leg stretched out along the mat behind you, with the top of your left foot on the ground. Now you can stay here, or if you want to go further, drop your elbows on the ground, clasping your hands together or palms on the ground, or you can place your elbows on blocks. Keep your head in a neutral, relaxed position. Repeat the pose on the other side. Now make your way back into tabletop, and we're going to release down into child's pose, just to give yourself a bit of a break. So arms by your side or stretched out in front of you, and just breathe. So now we're going to move into pigeon pose. So come up into a tabletop position, step the right foot forward, and begin to lean your right leg out to the side. So your knee is close to the ground, you've got your leg pressed into the ground, and your foot is underneath you. Make sure you've got that left leg stretched behind you with the top of that left foot pressed into the ground. You can stay here, raised up, looking ahead, or you can begin to lean out over your leg and rest your forehead onto the mat or onto a block. Gently bring yourself back up, bringing the hands in line with your hips. Repeat the pose on the left side. From here, we're going to move into fire log pose. So make your way up into a seated position, legs crossed. Now you can stay here or place your right leg on top of your left thigh. So your right foot is just resting close to your knee and at an angle on your thigh. Begin to fold over your legs if you wish to do so, with your arms extended out in front of you to a point that is comfortable to you. You can also place a block under your forehead. If you don't want to lower down, that's fine. You can stay upright and just place your hands on the ground or in your lap. Gently make your way back up, and we're going to repeat on the other side. Gently make your way back up into a seated position. We're going to take a rest here and we're going to do some windshield wipers. So stay seated, place your feet on the ground and your arms behind you, and just begin to windshield wiper your legs with your knees bent side to side. And just flow here at your own degree in a way that's comfortable to you. So from here, we're going to make our way into a seated straddle pose. So stay seated, but you're going to bring your legs wide apart to your own degree so they are out towards the sides of your body. Place the heels comfortably on the floor. Now you can stay here, or you can begin to walk your hands out in front of you so your chest and tummy come closer to the floor. You can place a yoga block under your forehead if that's right for you. And just breathe in this position. Don't feel that you need to come to the ground. If it's not comfortable to you, stay upright. Make your way back up, and we're gonna move into a seated stride side stretch. So you may want to use your strap for this. So you can keep your left leg stretched out as it is right now, or bend your left leg so your left foot is close to your groin. Turn your torso, so you want to twist towards the right side and fold to your own degree over your right leg. You may want to release your head towards your knee and hold your right foot, or you may wish to use your yoga strap under that right foot and stay upright. Now we're going to repeat the pose on the left side. From here, we're going to make our way into a seated forward bend pose. So make your way back up and stretch both legs out along your mat and flex your feet with your heels on the ground. Walk your hands out along the side of each leg as far as they will go, if you can reach them. If you can't, it's all good. Hold the sides of your feet with your hands if that feels right for you, and feel free to bring in your strap here. So you can place that strap under both feet and hold it with your hands. Slowly make your way back up, and let's make our way into a butterfly pose. So come up into a comfortable seated position and bring the soles of your feet together away from your pelvis. Fold forward and over from your hips to a level that is good for you. Now you can have your hands wrapped around your feet, or you can extend them out along the ground in front of you. Breathe and just let gravity do its thing. And we're just going to stay here. And we're going to feel that stretch in the backside of the body. the hips, the legs. Breathe. When you're ready, roll back up into that seated position. From here, we're going to lie on our back and make our way into happy baby pose. So bend your knees into your chest. So place your hands on your shins and grip the outside of your feet with your hands or use a strap under your feet. Keep the head and neck relaxed on the ground. Open your knees slightly wider than your torso and bring them up towards your armpits. So your knees are kind of towards your armpits, and if you want to do so, you can rock side to side. So your hands on the sides of your feet, or using your strap, rocking or staying still. Gently bring your feet to the ground and stretch your legs out in front of you. Flex at the feet with heels on the ground as we prepare for reclining hand to big toe pose. So bring the right knee into your chest. Loop a strap around the arch of your right foot, or hook your first two fingers around your big toe or your hand along your leg. You've got freestyle it. Do your own thing here. Extend the right leg up to the ceiling to your own degree. It may be bent, and that's fine. And bring it towards your head. Straighten your arms and try to keep both shoulders on the mat. Bring your leg back to center and lower it back to the mat, and we're going to repeat on the left side. Right, so we're going to start to move into a cool down and wind down. So lying on your back, bring your arms out to the sides with your palms facing down in a T position as we set up for supine spinal twist. Bend both legs and drop the knees to the right side and look to the left if it feels good to you. Just continue to breathe here. Repeat the pose on the left side of your body. Staying on your back with your legs stretched out and arms overhead, let's prepare for banana pose. So move both of your legs to the right side and use your right foot to keep your left leg in place by crossing your ankles. Keep your bum on the mat. Bring your upper body to the right side, allowing your spine to bend to the side. Clasp your left wrist with your right hand and just breathe here in that banana pose. Repeat on the other side. To come out of the pose, slowly bring your body to the middle of your mat with your legs stretched out. And we're going to do reclining bound angle pose. So let your knees fall open either side of the body and bring the soles of the feet together to touch. And draw them towards your pelvis and release your knees to the floor. You can place blocks underneath your knees as well. Your arms can be by your sides, they can be on your tummy, or they can be in any position that feels good. For our final resting pose, bring your hands to your knees and close the legs back up into an upright position. Extend both legs along your mat and let them just flop to the sides. Fully relax, no more flexing. Bring your arms away from your torso with your palms facing up and make any adjustments you need to ensure that you are comfortable. You can close your eyes or you can lower your gaze. Keep your eyes open, your choice. Thank you so much for sharing your practice, holding space, and trusting me to guide you through this yoga to build flexibility practice. May the light in me honor the light in you. Peace, light, and blessings to you.